Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about 3D printing, what's it good for and why should you use it. But before we wanted to get started, I just wanted to let you guys know that I'm going to be trying to upload twice a week. And make sure you hit that subscribe button because in the next video we're going to be testing the axes. So make sure you're subscribed if you want to see the DIY printer get up and working, and let's get right into this video. Hey guys, welcome back. We're going to be talking about 3D printing, and I know there's a lot of videos already out there on 3D printing, but I thought I would take a little bit of a different angle and ask the questions, what's it good for and why should you use it? So I thought we might as well define it, and that way we can get a better idea of how we should answer the questions. So 3D printing, or additive manufacturing, is a process of making three-dimensional solid objects from a digital file. The creation of 3D printed object is achieved by using additive processes. In additive processes, the object is created by laying down successive layers of material until the entire object is created. Each of these layers can be seen as a thinly sliced horizontal cross-section of the eventual object. So that's what 3D printing is, and what are some of the pros of 3D printing? So one of the pros is there's no limits. Honestly, you can create whatever you want. All you have to do is design it and then you can print it. I mean, except for the amount of filament that you may own, or the size of your printer, or the strength of the product needed, which those are some of the cons of it. But you can create pretty much anything you want, which is great for prototyping and great for engineers who need just a quick prototype to see if this will suit their need. And instead of buying an expensive injection mold, they can simply have a 3D printer 3D print a product, and if they don't like it, they can simply change it. So that's the two main pros of 3D printing. The cons are the time it takes to 3D print an object, and another con is some of the 3D printers don't achieve high enough strength to be able to use for it. Now, why should you use it though? So, if you are a designer, a tinkerer, someone who likes to do it yourself, 3D printing is a great option for you. You can simply go onto your CAD software of choice and design what you need and 3D print it, and you're good to go. You don't have to take a trip to the store or order anything offline. Now, the downside to all of this is designing can take a little bit of time, may have a little bit of learning curve, but there's plenty of simple programs out there for you to learn. Now the time is one of the biggest factors for 3D printing. So for a very small object, it can take a couple hours. Now, for injection molding, it would take way less than an hour, maybe 10 minutes, depending on the injection molding and the quality of equipment you have. So injection molding is great for something that you know you need, and you need large quantities of it. But the downside to injection molding is it costs a lot to get the mold. So 3D printing is great for something that you don't know you'll need. So if you are a DIY, 3D printing is a great option. There are some stuff out there that you can create the mold actually in 3D in a 3D printer, and then you simply create an injection mold using a rubber. Now, I don't know how viable this is and what kind of plastics are viable to use it in, but I do know that it is a possible option to look into. So we talked mainly here about FDM printers. What about SLA or stereolithography? SLA printers can print stuff much faster with much more detail, but that comes at a cost, and I mean literally. it is way more expensive to buy an SLA printer. FDM printers you can buy for under $200, whereas SLA printers are one of the very low ends, are going to be near $600. I don't know exactly how many different ones there are, but most of the ones I've looked at have been around that, if not much more. The Formlabs 2, which is uses a laser, is a lot of money. It's a couple $1,000s. Now, that's not a good option for those that are just trying to do stuff at home. And that's why FDM has become more popular in homes, because it's cheap. And people can do pretty much the same thing on SLA printer as they can FDM, except it takes a little bit longer and you achieve much higher quality on a SLA printer. But FDM printer is great for hobbyists and DIY enthusiasts. That's pretty much going to wrap the video up. I don't really have much to say about it. I mean, you can obviously check out other YouTube videos on exactly what it is, all the different kinds and stuff. But I honestly think that 3D printing is a great thing. And I hope that sooner or later someone will come along and they will do an overhaul and something can happen to improve the speed of 3D printing, which I think is one of the main downfalls of it. So I'm hoping that someone will eventually do that, but for right now it's a thing that is very novel and has some practical uses. So I'm going to end the video there. As always, don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for the video on testing the axes. So, we'll see you then. Peace out.